All right. Hey, thanks for joining us. This is Marty Fonke again. So this is going to be our actual protocol video, meaning this is exactly what you should be doing in the morning or evening when you do this protocol. We're not going to do a lot of explanation. If you want the full every single step broken out and why you're doing each step, go to the video right above this. That's a little longer video that has all of the process of the protocol broken out. This one's going to be real time that you can follow along with and do exactly what our lovely model Tina is doing. Cathy will be off to the side walking Tina through the protocol. So you can basically get your wand, get your creams, sit in front of the computer and just follow along exactly with what Tina is doing here. Is that correct?
That's correct. That's
All right.
exactly right. So, if Tina, if I'm having Tina make any adjustments, I'll make sure that we say that out loud because I think everybody is going to have a little bit of a different feel for it. So we'll walk through I'll also walk through the areas where people might be making mistakes potentially as well.
Perfect. And this should take 6 to 8 minutes. Is that correct?
6 to 8 minutes. It's kind of more based on how comfortable you are with it. There are certain parts of the protocol that you can go through a lot quicker than others. When you're doing the lifting part and I'm saying hold for 10 seconds, hold for 10 seconds because that's the part where you're really getting the lift.
Gotcha. All right.
Okay.
Well, the clock is ticking. Let's start.
Okay. So the first thing that Tina is going to do is she's going to open the portals. And so 10 rotations in a clockwise direction. She's going in a clockwise direction. You can see that. And then she's moving to the other side. And 10 rotations. It doesn't have to be 10 seconds, just 10 rotations. So you can move a little faster if you want to. And then she's going to do the second part, which is the lymphatic drainage on the neck. And she's using the side of the wand. And she's going back and forth, starting from one side, working your way over 3 times. And you can go back and forth or you can work your way the same direction. That's perfect. And then the next step on the drainage is she's going to start from the center of the chin and go on that jawline. And so let me just show you a little bit easier way to hold that. If you just flip it and you're holding it so that you're actually getting this edge of the wand all the way across. Go. Good. Okay, and some people might want to hold it even upside down a little bit too if it's easier. So kind of get a feel for what works for you and then moving to the other side. You're only going to do 10 times on each side. Good. And then when she moves to the next phase, it's going to be from the downward on the face where she's going from the corners of the eyes down. And she'll just start from the center and gently going down and doing the lymphatic, moving outwards, coming down to the side, drain, perfect. And then start in the center, good job. And down, and nice and gentle, and then all the way down. And then she's gonna do that 3 times on each side. So, good. And you can see she's doing a nice, gentle stroke down. She's not pulling the skin. She's using the tip on this one where it's going down. Beautiful, good. And then down. And this next step is draining around the eyes. And so you can start on one side. You're going to do the corner of the eye, out, sweeping out, and then 10 times. Good. And then on the 10th time, you go all the way across down in front of the ear. Good. And then down. And then the eyelid. Yep. And across the eyelid, 1, 2, 3. And you can see she's just going below her eyebrow, right on the lid. And she's being careful to avoid her eye. And on the 10th time, draining down. And then repeating on the other side. And this is where when you get a little bit more comfortable that you can move at this pace that Tina's moving, which is nice and quick and even. You know, make sure that you're going the pace that's comfortable for you. The more comfortable you get, the easier it is to move faster. And then the next part is draining across the forehead. So she's going to start in front of the forehead, in the center of the forehead, above the eyebrow, going out and above, yes, and moving upwards as she goes into the hairline, and then draining down.
On the
Yep,
last one
exactly,
down. Okay.
perfect. And then the same again, and you're going to repeat this 10 times on each side, but you're only going to do you can drain down to the neck at the end of each. And then, Good. And I'm sorry, actually on the instructions, go ahead on the other side, it's 3 times. I told you 10 times. We were talking about the upper eyebrow. My apologies. We're 3 times across the forehead for the draining. Is plenty for this drainage on the forehead.
Okay.
Perfect. And now we're moving to the lengthening part. So she's going to start down at that scalenes. She's using the side of the wand and starting as far back here and coming all the way up right behind your ear, a little bit more pressure, and using the side of the wand, and move forward as you lift and lift, like a hold, lift, hold, lift, hold, moving forward, and then move to the other side. So you're
Starting this way?
Yep. And that way you're skipping over the center of the throat, and that, which is very sensitive. Perfect. And on this one, you're going to do that 3 times on each side. So lift, hold, lift, hold, moving forward. Good, perfect. Good. And you'll see it's getting a little bit red. We're lengthening as we lengthen those, and then making sure that you're coming forward. Good, perfect. And now we're going to lengthen this muscle right here. That's the fan. So you're going to start at your lip and go down to the chin. Yep, and go down to the chin, and then move out like a fan. Exactly, perfect. Good, and you're gonna do 3 times each direction.
To do the opposite
Yeah.
side?
Yeah, on each side, yes, correct. Good, and now you're relaxing the muscles over the mouth. This one we're gonna do 10. So, yep, because a lot of times with this muscle is really, really tight from puckering. So you're just gonna do lengthening and stretching right there 10 times, and then moving to the other side. Very good. And then we're going to, after the 10th one, we're gonna wrap this one around. That's where you're starting underneath and wrapping. And yep, perfect. And yep, and just hold for a sec, and then go again and hold for a second. And this one you're doing 10 times as well for the lifting. Come towards the center, yep, of the mouth a little bit more. Perfect, and just good. And then lift, hold, lift, hold, lift, hold, good. And then 10 times on the other side. Good, and you can come up around the mouth a little bit more. So you're coming all the way up to here. Good, good job. And then we're going to strengthen the muscles, or going on the face. And this is the one where you're starting from the lip corner, by the corner of the nose, and lift and hold. So this one you're using the point. Yep, you want to start all the way down here and then lift, and you want to get up underneath that and hold. Yep, good. And this is the one that you really do want to hold for the 10 seconds, because this is where you're going to get the lift.
Okay.
And then next one, yep, the center of the mouth. Yep, perfect. And even angling it slightly up towards your eye in that direction, and then hold for 10 seconds. Yep.
And then here?
Yep, and then out to the corner of the eye and hold for 10 seconds. Good, and then the last one is coming all the way out to the end of the cheekbone from the corner, yep, from the corner of the mouth, and hold, lifting. That one's a little bit harder to lift for 10 seconds. And then you're gonna do the, you could actually do the other, let's do the other side of the face first, since that's how it is on the instructions.
Okay. Okay, so start here.
Start by the nose.
So
Yep.
Here?
Yep.
Or here?
Yep, right by the mouth. Yep, exactly right there by the lip. Going up along the edge of the nose, hold for 10 seconds. Good, and then from the midway from the mouth to just below the pupil, perfect. Hold for 10 seconds.
And just a reminder for our viewers, if this is going a little fast for you, again, you can go to the video right above this one, where it's the kind of slower step-by-step that might explains why you're doing each one of these and gives a little bit more detail.
And hold for 10 seconds. And just like a fan, that's perfect. You're just kind of doing like the 3 fingers like this, and then the last one here. And now we're going to go to the next step, which is in front of the ear. So you're going to start just below that the jawline, and you're going to sweep right in front of the ear. So you're going to go sweep up. Good job, and just hold. And then the 3 seconds, and now you're going up into the scalp and holding for a couple of seconds.
How many times?
So you're going to do that 3 times. Good job. And then up into the scalp. Perfect. Perfect. Okay, now you're going to do the lengthening of the forehead. So you want to start from one side, working your way over from the eyebrow to the scalp, making sure that you're going into the scalp and like drawing a line with the pencil.
Now I did this side. Do I do this side again before I do the forehead? Or?
Yeah, let's do that.
Sure.
Good call, good call.
So
We want to have the
here.
face
Yeah.
even. Yeah, no Picasso looks here. Good job. Yeah, this one, it's not gonna, you'll feel it more than you can see the lift on this one, but you can actually even see it drawing that beautiful line from her jaw all the way to that point right there. Very nice. This is what helps define the back of the jawline and the lift at the end of the cheekbone. Okay, now let's move to the forehead. So we're gonna start on one side of the forehead, just above the eyebrow. Yep, like a fan going out into the scalp. Perfect. And like drawing, yep, exactly. You're just drawing a line and making sure you're going far enough down. Perfect. All the way out. And this one you're going to go across 3 times.
Okay, so can I go back?
Yeah, absolutely. You can go back and forth. Very nice. That's getting a great lift too from the eyebrows. Very nice. Okay, and now we're going to loosen the muscle between the eyebrows. So that's where you're going to, like you're drawing with a pencil back and forth, making sure that you're and you're going to go from, let's start a little bit more in the middle. So yeah, so you're drawing from the line across your nose all the way up to the creases that tend to, right, and you can do this one, you can do up and down too, where you're just kind of massaging that muscle.
Okay.
Yeah, either one works. So if you want to just massage it up and down like Tina's doing, fantastic. If you want to just go up, that's good as well. And I just go back and forth on that one for about 10 seconds, and then we can move on to the eyebrows and under the eyelids. So on the eyelids, you're going to start from the corner, not on the actual eyelid, but on the cheekbone. Good. And go from the corner, sweep out, and hold for 2 seconds. Perfect. And you're going to go ahead and do that again. And one more time. Good. And now you're going to do the eyebrow. So you're going to start as close to the center as you can. And when you sweep up on this one, you're pushing up your eyebrow. Good job. And then holding for a couple of seconds at the end and repeating that 3 times. Good. And so lift. Very nice. And then lift. Excellent. And then you're going to repeat that on the other side. Hold. And hold for 2 seconds, and one more. You can see she's being really good about avoiding her eyebrow or her eye and the eyelid. So this is really more on the cheekbone and the bone underneath the eyebrow. Good. That one gets a nice pop. Okay, now we're on to the next stage, the last stage, which is the feathering, where we're going to go ahead and use the serum. When you use the serum, you're going to go ahead and pat that on your face, and then you're going to do the feathering part. So you want to pat it on your face all over, and then the feathering part, which is that little bit of flicking that you're going to start all the way down here. Okay. Good. And just like a little flick. Yep, perfect. And you just work your way across, working your way up. Good. And then working your way up under the chin. Beautiful. And then up over the jawline. Nice, beautiful, nice flicking. You can really see where you're going to get that energy. And flicking all the way up. Watching the eye, making sure you don't need to go close to the eye on this one, and then going over the forehead. Good, and then one more. Good, nice, very nicely done. And that's your protocol. So she did a great job.
Absolutely great. I think that'll help a lot of people figure this out. Thank you very much, Tina, for your expertise there and showing everybody, and Cathy for guiding Tina. So we're going to wrap this video up, but if you have questions, they may be answered in the next video, which is our FAQ video right below this one. Thanks everybody for joining.
Excellent, thank you.